I'm going to show you how to do the paint pouring part of this after we had done our mixes. So I just prepped everything. I actually have parchment paper on the bottom here to cover it. I'm starting to see a lot of people use either parchment paper or type of surface that they're able to use paint skins after the paint pour, because there is a lot of wasted paint. So I'm trying to not waste as much paint now, because paint can be a little bit expensive, and now it's a hot commodity since all the stores are all closed. So parchment paper, I also just have like a clean surface, because this is definitely going to get on your paint, your clothes, everywhere. Especially for my first time, it was insane. For this paint pour, I actually don't use gloves because I don't have to. There's other paint pours that like it just gets freaking everywhere. So I have my white base paint. Then we're gonna use this kind of sapphire blue. Got a little bit of black paint, the pink mix that we had painted mixed earlier, and then a little bit of gold. So we're gonna start this. Now, for painting, you can spread it off on with a paint stick. But what I found was easier from one of my favorite artists that I like to watch. She uses a blow dryer. And it's just a lot faster. Trying to make sure to get all the edges. And the base paint helps with the flow of the other paints too, so it's not stuck right onto the canvas. Okay, so the base is poured. So I'm gonna start pouring with the other colors. If it fucks up, I'm sorry. It's my first video. I'm gonna do like a puddle pour. You can do all kinds of different ways. You could do a puddle pour, you could do a straight line. I've been liking the half canvases, so like the half white, half black. So those are, they come out really, really cool. But I'm gonna try it with the puddle this time. Black. Do the pink. And then some gold. So you got a nice little puddle going on. And then close all my paints. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your white base paint and you're gonna pour extra paint around what you just poured. This helps when you flip the white paint over it, and it mixes those paint colors really nice. Okay. And also make sure, don't forget your torch. All right. This is always like the nerve-wracking part. See how it comes out. some air bubbles. So this is where you take the torch and you just pop some of the air bubbles out of the paint. This might look really neat. All right, now I'm gonna blow it out. I usually use the low setting because in the high setting it just like blows out all the paint and you're gonna get it everywhere. My mom would be really angry at me. Looks interesting. And make sure you have your hair up if you have really long hair, because then on this part, I usually look at the composition, see where I want the colors, and then I can blow out. And there's been quite a few times that I've had paint in my hair, so I had to learn the hard way. That part's really cool. Like that one part, so then so usually if I don't like a certain part, you can just scrape it off. And then just put a little bit more white on it. Then you just fix something. This is so cool. I always get surprised every time I do these. Okay. All right, I'm gonna show you a close-up. Yeah, I really love it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it as is. And then what I usually do is just put it off to the side of the table, and then I usually do another one because I can't help it. I just use all the excess paint that I have on here, but I think I really enjoy these colors. So I hope you enjoyed my very first video. I know it's not perfect, but hey, you know, these are fun, and I hope you guys are having fun too doing it. Also, I forgot to mention the torch. After it's all poured out, you can torch it and start getting like these little cells, and it brings up a lot of the color from underneath, which I think is really cool. So you just kind of go fast. You don't want to do it too much or you'll burn the canvas. Yeah, I like it. All right.